Welcome back to Connectronics. I'm Steve, and if you saw the last video, then you'll know that these are the all-new Focal Vestia No1 bookshelf speakers. However, they need stands. So today we are going to unbox and build these stands and get the Vestia No1s on top of them and sitting right next to the Chora 806s so we can do a side-by-side comparison. Let's go! Alright, welcome back. We're going to get these speakers moved so we can get this unboxing underway. We don't want to knock these off of the table. And we'll forego the formalities. We're just going to cut these open and get this ball rolling. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what we have here. Lots of cardboard. Even though you open it, you still can't see what it is. Okay, here we go. Alright, just instructions. Hardware. Rubber bumper, spikes, and some screws. And it looks like 2 sets of those, which totally makes sense. One for each stand. Oh, these are our plates here. Alright, let's open this. Okay. So this is the top plate. I like to be careful when I open things. Don't want to go scratching brand new stuff. However, I need to do it kind of quickly. I don't want to bore anybody. But I know what it's like when watching videos too. Sometimes it can get boring. Alright, so those are the tops. Then we have the base here, which is pretty big. Look at that thing, looks pretty substantial. Alright. Good chunk of wood there. Yep. Alright, there's that. Now we gotta do that again. Okay, there's that. A lot of wood there, pretty hefty. It seems pretty simple. There's really not much to it. It's 3 pieces and everything just bolts together. So now you got your uprights or your pillars, your posts, I don't know, whatever you want to call these things. Wonder what the name of them actually is. Pillar, post, pillar, beam, I don't know. Alright, so there's that. Just going to set it here. And the box was pretty heavy, although all the individual parts don't seem too bad. And I think the stands were like, when last I looked, 9 pounds. I think 8.9, maybe something like that. So not too bad, but they're very solid, that's for sure. Like, yeah, real solid. And then there's screw holes on the top and on the bottom. And I think that's it. Right? This seems pretty light. Okay, that's it. This is keep the box. I'm just going to set it next to the Vestia box here. Alright, and these should go together easy peasy. So, first things first, this will go in here. I just need to get the screws. And there's 2 size screws. So the longer ones would be my guess for the posts, and then the shorter ones would be to screw the speaker to it. So let me get this going here. just going to get this started. Then I'll be able to get another screw in here. There we go. Just get them started so that it's not like you're cross-threading or anything, because you don't want to do that. Alright. Then what I have is my DeWalt with my power stack battery. I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but I don't mess around. Look at that. Easy peasy on that one. See? Gotta make it quick for you guys, because you just want to see what's going on, and you're like, cut to the chase, right? You don't need to be wasting time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Little ratchet. There we go. It's tight. Snug like a bug in a rug. That's one. Wonder if I could get a job at Focal, you know, doing their stuff for them, and be like, hey, I can put that together for you. Alright, so I guess since we're on the other stand, we need to open this other bag up, because I need the long screws. And it looks like they give spikes as well as rubber bushings, which is nice. I wish some of the other stands did that. Like the Pangea, for example, they give you spikes, but what do you do when you have a hard floor, or if you have cement? Oh, that would be a hard floor too, wouldn't it? Because I'd have to put the spikes on a cement floor, and it's not great. I mean, it's okay, but I think rubber bumper would be better. The point of a spike makes sense when you want to spike it through carpet to give it some, you know, stability, spike it to the ground. But when you have something that's more solid, like concrete, then maybe you want to isolate it instead of using a spike. I don't know. All right. See, a little ratchet in there. It's that speed stack. All right. So those are built already. Easy peasy. So now, let's get, here, I'm going to grab a towel here, and I'm just going to set the speaker on that. Set it upside down. You can actually see where the vinyl wrap meets on the bottom, which is nice. So that wrap goes all the way around. Seam is on the bottom. Okay, now this is where the shorter screws come in. This is going pretty quick, because after I do this, the only thing left is to put the spikes in the bottom. And then we'll have these on the floor next to the Choras in no time flat. See, that one's done. I'm going to leave it upside down, but set it on the floor carefully, of course. That one. Come around here. And I don't know if any of you watched any of the other videos talking about the stands and the Focal specifically, but the Chora and its stand is angled back. So hopefully, and I'm assuming, you can see how it's already angled back sitting there. And that is to time align the speaker. And when I first got the 806s, I didn't have the stands. And I just set the 806s on bookshelves, the regular bookshelf speaker stands. And so regular speaker stands aren't tilted. And the sound of them was lacking. And I thought there was like too much mid-range. And the sound quality wasn't great overall. And then as soon as I got the stands and put them on the stands, it made a big difference. So it was really worthwhile having the correct stands for it. So now I'm just going to put these spikes in. And I can't use a tool for that, unfortunately. I wish you could. Looks like they actually give little, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a puck isolator or a disc for the spike to sit on. So that's one thing you can do if you had hard floors. You could still put the spikes under it. Although I don't know why you would do that. You could just swap it out and put the rubber bumpers in. You know, I don't know. To each their own, I guess. Might be a little better. All right, look, that one's totally done. I told you, easy peasy. All right, there you go. So check this one, there we go. Everything is tight. So no problem. Set this right here. Look at that. Alrighty. Looking good. What do you think of that? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? So I'm going to get this table out of the way and then we're going to continue. Okay, I'm back and I got them all set up here. And now you can see the Vestia No.1s sitting next to the Chora 806s. And it's hard to get two pairs of speakers set up in the ideal position, but I scooted the 806s out to the side a little bit and so I could get the Vestias next to it. But you can see how they are sitting on the stands the same and how much smaller in overall stature that the Vestia No.1 is. And actually, let me take this grill off so we can have a good comparison. We don't need grills. I took the tweeter grill off of the Chora 806 here so you can see, and maybe I'll take a close-up shot of that, but you can see the tweeter. From where I'm standing, you can see the obvious difference between the two. They're both inverted domes, but like I was mentioning earlier, that the Vestia No.1s and all the Vestia line are using the TAM, which is the M dome tweeter on these, so you can see the difference there. But overall, it's the size that's really the big difference, because the stand height is the same and everything. The difference is basically this is shorter. I'm looking at it from the side. These are slightly deeper, but really not much at all. And they're almost exactly the same. So it's kind of neat that you're able to, through better design of a speaker, be able to get a woofer that plays lower and a tweeter that plays higher. So this speaker has an overall improved frequency response as well as a lower crossover point. So this should sound much better than this, even though it's utilizing very much the same type of drivers and everything that Focal does from one line to another. So that's kind of neat to see. But to me, I'm loving these. Obviously, I like the dark wood in here. You know, I'm kind of like a brown wood type of guy. I do like that better than the lighter wood. I have had other people compliment the wood examples too, saying that they didn't like these types as far as some of the other darker woods. But maybe that's just kind of like things changing. I bet if you went back to the 90s, everybody was using oak and they would have liked the light wood around here. But to me, it's different because it's kind of more of a modern look, having the lighter finish on the front and the lighter wood. But to me, if I'm gonna have something, this just is a better overall looking speaker, I think, with the leather on it, the wood sides, and you know, if you want to get technical about it, the tweeter having that chrome ring around it, around that new M-dome tweeter is pretty sweet. So, as I mentioned, I just step back so you can kind of look at the difference. But what I think I'll do is I'll play something for you. I do not have these playing right now. Just so you know, if you're hearing music, it's coming from the Chora 806s. So, I have not plugged these in. They still have the little plastic thingies in the back, which everybody talks about how they're a pain to get out, which I'm going to have to get those out. I found the easiest way to get them out, though, is to take the thing out completely, and then usually you get your fingernail in there, see, like that. But to try to get your finger in there otherwise, or your fingernail in there, it's pretty tough. So, see, there's the other one. I'm going to get these out and then come back. Okay, I'm back. I got the banana plugs out of there, and I also took the tweeter grills off of both of the Chora 806s. So now everything is equivalent, and like I said, I have not powered up the Vestia No1s yet, so I wanted to do it live so you guys get to hear them as soon as I do, which will be cool. So give me a second here and I'll switch it over. It really is going to come down to what it is we want to listen to. But I just got some live jazz type music playing right now. Okay, so they're all plugged in and playing, and you guys are actually higher than what you would be if you were sitting. So right now, technically the sound would be going right underneath you because you're up so high. It's almost as if you would be standing where the seat is. So I'll see if maybe, yeah, we'll just let this go, and then I'll see about lowering the camera a little bit to get it lower. But I just want to give you a perspective, and we'll play it a little bit so you can hear them. And usually you shouldn't do this because most speakers are going to need break-in time. So I know the Chora 806s needed some time to get broken in, but I was thinking about this earlier, wondering if these brand new out of the box, being better speakers, would still sound better than what the 806s are being broken in. So I don't know, we'll find out. Sound pretty good from where I'm standing. So I'm going to lower the camera and I'll actually put something on and we'll do a quick A/B between the Chora 806 and the Vestia No1s. Thanks for sticking around and watching till the end. So until the next one, listen to your music.